why are we watching this? Just out of curiosity, I'm not criticizing. I want to know your angle.
It was just so cringe to me.
It is.
It was.
No, okay,
It was like,
we're on board.
Yeah.
We're both on board. We're on the cringe train.
What in the chicken baked fuck was that?
It was a double chunk chocolate cookie. Someday I'm going to do a deep dive on those guys. I don't know if there is.
You've been, I wouldn't say obsessed, but like fascinated, I feel like.
They got me. They sucked me in, bro. The Costco guys. They got me because I'm trying to figure out. I've often had this thought in my life. I wondered if I'm just not a happy person. Like if I'm not capable of enjoying things. I think we've talked about this on this show before.
Well,
so I'm trying to figure out what it is people like about it.
I've wondered that too. Because my reaction to that stuff typically is like anger. It shouldn't be.
That's how I feel. I'm like, the world, it shouldn't be this way.
Yeah. Let's just
move. Happy Thanksgiving.
They don't read fucking Dostoevsky or
but maybe that's
legal cases about human depravity or whatever.
I just watched 3 of their videos and they said boom. Oh yeah, welcome to MKUsual. We bring the boom. That's our new slogan.
I don't know.
We're smoke crack under the bridge, guys.
Yeah.
But anyway, they said boom like, dude, they said like 9 times in all of these videos. And it's like, how is that even a catchphrase? Like, how's that even a thing?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, we like to sit in chairs and to eat eggs. I hate it. It makes me so mad. Drop a comment below. Are we weird?
Are we depressed?
Is the government going to give us, is there a pill that can make me like the Costco guys? Is there a pill that I can take that makes me enjoy that or think that's okay to exist? Why is he called Big Justice? Why is the kid called Big Justice? And why is he eating? We're going to do a show about this. This is Mailbox Thursday.
This is Mailbox Thursday.
Welcome to MKUsual. It's like MK Ultra, but more normal. This is the day when Nick sends me a bunch of cool videos, and I purposefully ignore them because I'm trying to give him a hint about something.
Yeah. I've doubled.
How
doubled
paranoid
down.
can I make a person? So he keeps sending me these videos, and then I said, "Save it for the pod, man." So it's essentially a reaction day, but we. You know.
I just want to say you have excellent taste in coffee cups.
Thank you.
I've been using this one. I like it. It's got a good feel. SeaWorld's dope.
I used to have a lot more. Now I'm down to SeaWorld, Ferrari, Mystic, Connecticut, NASA.
Ooh.
I swear I used to have a cool NASA one. Anyway.
I just have a Buc-ee's one that has a sticker on it, and the sticker's melted off.
You've inspired me to get back into the coffee cup grind, because I used to be on that coffee cup grind. I've lost I've lost some in relationships. I've lost some at workplaces.
Yeah.
I'm down to just a few of my favorites, but I'm going to get back into it. Okay, so Nick, what do you got this week, buddy? You have a preview of what they can expect?
It's kind of a little bit of everything. Last week, I think, kind of had a somewhat of a theme or like a through line maybe, but this one's pretty random.
Okay,
some lighthearted stuff, some heavy stuff, some what the fucks.
It's a holiday.
Yeah.
We're here. This is how we are enjoying. This is what we're doing for Thanksgiving.
This is a potluck. Definitely. This is definitely a potluck.
Tell your sister I said hi. Before we start, you have to name one thing you're thankful for.
Oh, I'm thankful for my family. They're pretty good to me. I love them.
You know what, Nick? I'm thankful you moved in this year.
Appreciate that.
You moved in near the start of the year. It's been fun getting to know you and working.
Well, I appreciate you helping me get out of jail, so.
Take him back.
I'd go there, knock on the door. They won't let me in.
All right.
I just pound on the door and scream, "I crave the bologna."
I can make you prison sandwiches.
Okay. Thanks, man.
Without further ado, you want to kickstart this first video?
Let's do it.
It's a little kid. This looks spooky.
This is what the Vatican is preparing us for.
Yeah, the title is "This is what the Vatican is preparing."
It's been reshared like 8 times. There's all kinds of fucking.
Yeah, this one has like a guy reacting at the bottom, and there's like, okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Get up here, Carly.
Oh, I don't like that.
What the hell was that?
Emoji.
What the hell was that? Get up here, Carly.
I'm gonna watch that one more time.
Look at Carly.
Get up here, Carly. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? Get up here, Carly.
No.
It's like the girl from The Ring, except she's like 40s now.
And she's got those long arms.
She's got like rake arms. You know the rake?
Yeah.
I hate the rake so much.
Is that dog thing?
No, it's like a pale humanoid creature. Usually has like big teeth and really long appendages.
Okay.
Kind of gangly.
They're giving the horror things those long spider-esque things now. I don't like it. I feel like, oh man, do I want to go that deep this early? What do you think about this? Do you think this is real?
I think it's real. It's kind of hard to see, but I watched it a bunch of times, and the kid's face, the son's face, when he turns around, he goes from like, Dad, look at Carly, and then he's like, he just has like a, I don't know, his expression was really weird. It was almost one of the creepiest parts of the video.
Don't you think, though, that the kid would be freaked out by a cop? Like, when I was a kid, if my mom talked like this, it would, like, make me scream. Like she'd be freaked out by a costume anyway, like the Easter Bunny.
Oh, yeah.
I just gotta say, this looks real to me.
Yeah, look at the kids' expression.
Yeah.
It's like...
Rewind it and look at the kids. This looks... Well, first of all, that's clearly... It's not CGI.
No. And look at the arms like bent like this, but it's like...
Yeah... I don't like it.
Can we play it on a loop, like, so they can see?
Yeah, I'll have it playing here while we're just with the sound off. That, I don't like it. Ooh, I don't like it. Because
she's like, ew, don't touch me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks freaking... If this is fake, that's a weird thing to fake with your kids. But different strokes, different folks.
It's a pretty elaborate...
It is. I mean,
the video cuts when he like walks over there, but like there's nowhere to go. So they would have like seen or heard it. There's a little obstruction, but then there's like nothing behind there when he shows it. So,
oh man,
it's a garden, so there's like nothing there really.
I just have to default to hoax. Well, I'll say this. Okay,
the movements are too weird for me for it to be a person faking something.
I do believe shit like this exists. Like, there's all this folklore and stories of people like, they hear like their name called from like a forest or something. Yeah. The world is full of these weird, I mean, yeah, okay, so I won't, I'm just going to go ahead and say that's freaking scary.
Yeah. My gut was like, this is real. That was my gut.
It also looks like a home. I mean, it doesn't...
Yeah, it's like a home, there's a garden, and then there's like a big tree line behind it.
I would love to know more about who these people are, where this comes from. Did they call the cops?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's scary as shit. Good job. I'm going to give this one a doom.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that again. I'm done.
It's like...
okay, let's see. Let's do this next one.
I thought this was I thought that was a good one.
That was a good one. Okay. Chick who looks like one of my exes. Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
Hi, I'm a hot bisexual who is very single and trying to fall in love. Like, I do mean this. I am so prepared to be wifey. I date all gender folks. I live in Nebraska. I'm in the last year of my PhD. I'm financially independent. I'm creative. I write books. I write slutty little books. I'm like moderately relatively internet famous. I'm not so internet famous that people will recognize me on every street, though that has happened in 3 cities. I'm famous enough to make like a little bit of money from it. I'm not so famous that people will find it intimidating, hopefully. And I can sing, and I'm really affectionate, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm like really good in bed. Like, I research bodies and intimacy. That's literally one of my academic foci. I have a Google Scholar page and a literary agent. And I'm so in love with the concept of love. Like, I'm such a romantic, and I have all of this care to give and affection and desire, and I just want to like find the right person. So if you are also a reckless romantic, please like hit me up. Actually, let's fucking go. I'm sick of getting my feelings hurt. And I'm generous both in the kitchen and the bedroom, and I have a dump truck. I don't know what else you could want. My family's great. Nobody is bonkers. Nobody will be mean to you. I'm Jewish and staunchly pro-Palestine. And I am trying so hard to fall in love and to be a mom. I'll have your babies. Like, I'll make that promise right now. I will literally have your babies. If you want me to have babies, I got you. Anyway, hit me up.
Why are we watching this? Just out of curiosity. I'm not criticizing. I want to know your angle.
It was just so cringe to me.
It is.
It was.
No, okay.
It was like,
we're on board.
Yeah.
We're both on board. We're on the cringe train.
Also, I messaged her on both of our behalfs, so.
Thank you. I was just about ready to write her name down here. KW Bogan. All right.
Yeah.
Bisexual pro-Palestine. Dude, if you say your stance on Israel-Palestine in your dating video, just don't talk to me, bruh.
Also, this is kind of like a weird trend that I'm not really aware of, but I've seen enough videos to know that it's like definitely they're putting out like boyfriend application, girlfriend application, and like just fishing for partners not on dating websites. Like, that's their TikTok.
I don't mind that. That part, actually, I'm going to say what she's doing here in general, I find more refreshing than Tinder or Facebook dating or Hinge. I'm a big non-dating site person, and I prefer to meet people in person, which takes forever, but it happens every once in a while. This I find more refreshing because you could actually, she's putting it out there to strangers. This is like one of those dating services in the 80s or 90s or whatever, where you get like VHSs or whatever. My issue with this particular one, very pretty, very smart, pro-Palestine dump truck, wants to have kids. Look, there's a lot to like here. There's a lot of cringe too. I seemed a little full of herself. Seemed a lot full of herself.
If all of that is true, and she is so single,
I mean, honestly,
red flag.
Maybe. I mean, personally,
I don't know.
Personally, I think online dating has fucked dating.
Yes.
And I think that
it has. Online dating is window shopping.
Yes.
It's like, you don't have to go in the store. You don't have to talk to the salesperson. I don't know. It's just like, it's very voyeuristic in a way, and it's very like transactional in a way.
I feel like that's why I like this approach, because
she's trying to be sincere.
Yes. I mean, definitely. I mean, look, you know what you're going to get. She's going to talk your ear off about herself all the time, probably. Or not. I don't know. Yeah. KW, if you see this after you see all my direct message, I'm sorry, babe. It's just content. But you gotta, but here's what I was gonna say. Online dating's fucked dating. So the thing about this, to me, is you ask red flag why, she's very pretty, she does all that, like, why doesn't she find somebody? One thing about online dating, very superficial. You end up having a bunch of conversation, like a shit ton of conversations with people, especially if you're pretty good. Like, imagine how many matches she's gonna get on Tinder. Imagine how many freaking DMs she probably got here. But the thing is, it's a huge time suck. This way, if you reach out to her on TikTok or Instagram or whatever, she can like check out your page, maybe. Maybe
she'll see that I'm a bad open mic comedian. Be
yeah.
That's the one.
There might be something more genuine about this, and maybe people don't approach her. Maybe people aren't approaching. A lot of people I know in their 20s, a lot of dudes are freaking neurotic. They've become neurotic about dating and women in a way that I do not remember things being when I was younger.
There's also like a...
I bet people aren't approaching women.
Yeah. And she's like got it all going for her. So that's like kind of intimidating if you don't feel that way about yourself.
Well, maybe she didn't want to fuck around at a bar or Tinder.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
For everything, I probably disagree with this person on politically. And I could just tell.
Pro-Israel?
This isn't even about Israel vows. I'm just, come on, think about what she was saying. For the fact that me and her probably could not sit and enjoy an episode of John Oliver for 20 minutes without it becoming a thing.
Yeah.
She's got a lot going for her. Author. She's got a lot going for her.
Yeah.
I hope some non-binary slug person scoops her up and makes a
Turns her
feather out
into
of her.
a baby factory.
Yeah. We can take back Western civilization. Okay, I appreciate it. I'm never going to criticize your video choice. I just was wondering what the angle was here. If you were gonna tell me.
My knee-jerk reaction was just cringe.
I dig the glasses.
You did say it looked like your ex, though, so that was...
She looks like, I can't say names. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, that's it?
That's it.
Okay. All right, hit us up. We're a package deal. KW Bogan. You got to take us both at the same time. You told me which one's next. I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is. All right.
This one's just fun. This is probably...
This one's short.
I've seen this reel. It keeps popping up in my feed, probably because I like it every time. It brings joy, and I wanted to share it with you.
Thank you. 3, 2, 1, go.
I need to shit. I need to shit. I need to shit. I need to shit. I need to shit.
Oh, I see what she's doing there.
I need to shit.
Yeah.
I need to shit. I need to shit. I need to shit. I need to shit.
She does a great... Now, this one's a keeper.
Yeah, dude. Same. Like,
This is who you want to date, not the other one.
She did in 10 seconds what the other person did in like 90.
Didn't say a thing. She said one thing about herself. She kept the personal facts short, and then she showed, not told.
Yes.
Also, ladies, I'm not denigrating your accomplishments. There is not a guy on earth who gives a fuck that you're an author or whatever.
Why do you like her? She's an author.
She's an author. All right. That is funny. That's good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Moving on. That one's a keeper. That's who.
I'm in
Take
love.
some notes, KW Bogan. One fact. Okay. I wrote down hat. So it's going to be this guy. Ooh, Time Traveler Part 2. Okay.
He sums up part 1 in the video, so you don't really need it.
Word. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Time for part 2 of the time-traveling horror story thingy. So yesterday I showed you that 4chan post from 2006 where the guy mentions the 3 presidents, the black man, the orange man, and the old senile man, which is obviously pretty easy to tell who he's talking about. But he goes on to say, after the World War III started, nobody was ready. We were all soft. We got caught underprepared. The entire world was boiling before that. Wars, economic crisis, natural disasters, pandemics. But not many could see things escalating that bad. One day you're minding your business, probably concerned about the gas prices or some stupid shit. And the other day, you're watching people die from radiation sickness. That's horrific. I forgot to mention, he goes on to say, enjoy the time you spend with your friends and family while you still can before a virus kills them. And then he goes on to talk about a 50 megaton Russian nuclear bomb that explodes. So there you go. Good.
I'm marking this.
You can see the 4chan post number, I think.
Yeah,
so you can find it.
We're gonna talk about this on a Tinfoil Friday.
Yeah. This reminded me, do you know the John Teeter conspiracy? That I think Trump is John Teeter.
Oh, explain that, please.
Well, I don't remember the
people.
details. It's like a pretty elaborate. There's like this guy, this character that shows up on 4chan like over the course of several years. He goes by the name John Teeter and claims that he is a time traveler and he needs some like specific old computer that has a specific type of part that he needs to get back to his time. And it's like, I don't know. He like leaves details in his posts that like later.
And it's a very old computer.
Yeah, it's like
a
from
1970s.
Yeah. I don't remember.
There's something about like the code, the base code or something that he says they've lost.
It was used and then they like stopped using that code, but it runs. I don't remember all the details. It ties into like there's books that reference the name Trump, and his son is Barron, and there's like all these weird details in this book from the 1900s that like parallel Donald Trump and his family. It's just a bizarre story. But that made me think of this.
We're gonna deep dive this and the Teeter thing and the Trump thing.
Okay.
We gotta have a time traveler day. It might even be tomorrow at this point. I might change my plans. I have a show halfway prep for tomorrow. This might be our thing.
Okay.
That's really interesting. I will say 4chan.
Notorious trolls.
Notorious trolls, and if you've never used 4chan, it would be one of the easier things to fake because there's a in the main chans. It's just like the most recent post that get interacted with, and if it ever falls off that list, it's gone forever.
Yeah.
Forever. The only way to reminisce about it's screenshots, which means, and it's just text and photos.
Yeah.
So it would not be a hard site to fake posts on, because by its nature, every post eventually gets deleted forever. And all you got to do is use that font,
which
you would have to edit the post number and year.
Yeah.
Which would not be hard at all. You could do it in Microsoft. You could probably create this in Microsoft Word.
Yeah. Very
easily. The question is, what's the deal with these post numbers? You know what I mean? Could you pin this down?
Right.
When did this? Now, if this came out after Biden took office, I would be more likely to say fake than if it came out actually in 2007 or even like 2015.
It says 2006.
I know, right. But I mean, black man, Obama was starting to be a little relevant in 2006.
Yeah.
Orange man, nobody saw Trump coming, really.
Yeah.
You can lie and say you did, but nobody. The idea of Trump being trapped in the 80s looking for a computer like Terminator cracks me up. It'd be like 85-year-old Trump, like hiding in New York City, like maybe being sheltered by his younger self.
Oh, that's
I
so
need
crazy.
the computer.
Yeah. I was just trying to imagine, like, would he just be himself or would he try to hide? Because he still, like, looks like he did in the,
Mm-hmm.
His hair is the same style. He probably would dress the same. I don't know.
It's just old him and young him.
Yeah.
Russia, if this is from 2006, I don't have a great memory, but we were kind of semi-close with Russia in 2006.
That's what I remember. We kind of had a common enemy in the Middle East, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. And there at least wasn't anywhere near the tension there's been the last 10 years. So that's kind of an interesting call that you would say Russia and not like Al-Qaeda or Saddam.
He also used the word pandemic.
Pandemic, yes. Also, though...
And this is only if it came out a year ago and it was fake, then obviously they picked all the buzzwords.
Pandemic would still be, I feel like, a buzzword. Because if you think about biblical end times, you're thinking war, plague,
I was thinking about
famine.
Before the COVID, I knew what an epidemic was. I don't know if I ever heard the word pandemic.
Okay, yeah. I just don't think. Well, also, I'm just gonna say it. Man, you just put a microphone on me, and I just immediately cancel myself every episode. Okay.
That's why we love you.
If you've lived through all 3 presidents, possibly up through the next Trump 4 years, and you've witnessed a 50 megaton Russian nuclear bomb explode,
Yeah.
and you've seen the horror of nuclear war in the 21st century, are you really even going to talk about COVID that much? How many people, I know COVID killed a lot of people, but are you going to put nuclear war on the same level of like, you won't care about nothing? We're 3 years out from COVID, 3 or 4 years out, and like mostly people just don't want to talk about it. I think we all know like a person maybe who's lost their life, but it wasn't like the Black Plague. It wasn't nuclear war. Like, would you even include that in the discussion? That's all I'm gonna say.
So, 50 megaton. The bomb we dropped on Hiroshima was 15 kilotons, and a megaton is 1,000 kilotons.
So it's 3.3 thousand times more powerful.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a modern nuclear weapon, which would cause war like we've never seen.
Yeah.
I just don't think you'd go back to I don't think you'd even include I lost my aunt and COVID in that conversation. Because for all the problems in the world and for all the dangers we're in, we've kind of gotten over COVID.
And my thing is like, why wouldn't, if I were a time traveler and I were trying to prove something, I would pick, like, it's like the fucking Back to the Future, the sports game score. Pick the Chiefs versus Panthers.
And I would mention COVID, but what you do is you mention it in order.
Right. Say the word Wuhan. Mm-hmm. Say a detail.
Or if you don't want to affect the past, say black man, orange man, COVID, senile man,
Yes.
orange man. Like,
Yeah.
put it in order. Nuclear bomb. Don't just make it this big mush of these things are gonna. I can't believe we're criticizing a time traveler. This dude figured out time travel, and we're telling him how to do it.
Well, you can't think. I mean,
We give nuclear war a big boom. Good pick, dude. This may have derailed. This might be tomorrow's show, bro.
Well,
It might be. If not, I'll do it in a couple weeks. Okay, next one says wrestling. U.S. politics is so wild. Here's the mayor of Knox County tombstoning the U.S. Secretary of Education. 3, 2, 1, go. Linda McMahon, right?
yeah. He's like, did I actually kill her? Okay, good.
I don't know wrestlers. Do you know the name of that wrestler?
I don't know. That no eyebrow having son of a bitch.
Politics is crazy. I mean, Trump was on WWE.
I mean, we talked about this. You called it the SmackDown.
SmackDown politics.
There you go.
Also, hey, you know,
What more proof do you need?
wrestling is culturally relevant. There's always been celebrities in one form or another in culture.
The Rock,
I mean, it's just like,
John Cena.
it's a big business. It's been on TV for decades.
It's international.
It makes
People all over
celebrities.
the world love it.
Yeah. All right, well, that is funny. Next.
Yeah.
The SmackDown. It's literally SmackDown politics. Dude with a picture of himself in the background. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello?
Hi, Tony. This is John from John Breaks Bad News. I have some bad news from your wife, Kira.
Oh, no.
She wanted me to let you know, as his wife, she is very disturbed with your foot fetish, and she does not like her toes being sucked or licked clean. And you can always, just throwing it out there, this is her throwing it out there, you could always invite some other woman into the bedroom with you guys to fulfill your foot fantasy.
Really now, because I learned that foot fetish from her mom. Ask her why I would always spend time over at her house, even when she wasn't there, hanging out with her mom. She was the one that got me turned on to that. And
really?
Unfortunately, I mean, it is what it is. You know, I learned from the best.
I'm not sure she's going to appreciate that as much as you think.
She'll be all right. She'll be okay. If she wants me to get another woman in the room, then she'll understand that.
What? Everything is backwards.
I think it's a good idea.
Absolutely.
Just imagine it. You bring another woman into the room, and you get her feet all up in you, all up in your mouth.
The more the better. The more the better.
Disgusting.
You know what I'm saying? The more the better.
I fucking hate feet.
Oh, I'm sorry for you, John.
They're always on the ground. Ground is filled.
I mean, you know, getting fresh out of the shower though, they're clean, ready to go. You know.
You have a great day, Tony. You've thoroughly disgusted me.
I started it early. What the fuck? Okay. What do you think about feet fetishes?
Don't get it.
I don't get it either.
The first time, okay, I'll tell you a story. The first time I ever heard about someone sucking on another person's toes, it was my friend. She was in her early 20s, and she was dating this much older guy who was like late 40s, early 50s. Mm-hmm. And she loved sucking his toes.
Interesting.
And I said, when she told me this story, I had a girlfriend at the time. I was like, oh yeah, I tried to suck my girlfriend's toes, but they were way too hairy. And she was disgusted by that. And I'm like, do you see what the fucking problem?
So weird.
Yeah.
How could we not remark on too, where she says, like, just go ahead and bring another woman in. And then he's like, well, I've been with her mom. She won't mind hearing that. Who are these people? Who are these people? I have no words.
Yeah.
I have no words.
I just love the John Breaks Bad News guy. He's found a great, I don't know.
It's a good niche.
Yeah. He gets paid to do that.
I wish I had thought of that. When I got out of school, I started a business for a few months. I mostly just posted on like Craigslist, and I had like a Facebook account where I offered to like break up with people's significant others.
Okay.
I only got like 2 clients.
Were you successful with those clients?
No.
They're married.
I mean, well, I don't know. But it was just like this format of like short form video. I wish that I had been more tech savvy back then, because I would have taken it and made it a thing like that. But you know. All right, final video. Proof you're wasting your time arguing with people online, even in person. There is no end point. 3, 2, 1, go!
But all internet traffic is fake, and all of this is coming from Chinese phone farms. So the people that you're arguing online with about different things such as politics and city rules, well, it's all fake, and it's probably just a robot. These phone farms usually have tens of thousands of phones that are connected to one computer that's controlling all of them. The way it works is that the people who run this typically take the batteries out of all these phones and then connect all the motherboards together in order to monitor it on one computer. And then with the use of AI, they're able to generate responses across social media, making it seem like they're coming from a real person when in fact it's just one big computer. I don't think you guys understand how sophisticated this actually is, because each phone represents one person, but yet it's all connected to one computer that literally controls all of them.
Okay, we got those in the US too.
Yeah. Personally, I only argue with people I know online.
I like to stir up some shit sometimes.
No, I do that too. It's just like this was saying, like, it's like, what is real on the internet?
We're gonna do a Friday about it. Have you heard the dead internet theory?
Yeah.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
That's proof that chunks of the internet are dead.
Yeah.
I saw once, this will be part, well, actually, I'm going to just save it for a future Tinfoil Friday, but a lot more of the internet. My mom, today, I sent her, I did not realize she was not on Instagram. I figured she's on Facebook, she's got an Instagram. I sent her a video on Instagram, I texted it to her phone. She says, how do I start an Instagram? I'm going to start an Instagram so I can watch it. She texted me, she said, I just started an Instagram 10, 15 minutes ago. All I have is this and that. How do I see the people I know? I said, what's your username? I go to her page. She has been on Instagram less than 20 minutes. Already has a follower, big booty bot Latina. And it just cracked me up, man.
Yeah.
It's like it took less than half an hour for my mother to get on Instagram and have a big booty bot Latina following her. The internet is dying.
It's dead.
Maybe this answers, maybe we've come full circle, because I'm sitting here wondering about Big Justice and Costco guys and why do people like the things they liked. And last week, Sunday, we were talking about like these people who steal content or they just post stupid. Maybe the answer is that this is all a big rigged game and the internet is dead.
It kind of makes me sad.
It makes me sad too.
I don't know. I always, because I grew up without the internet. I was born in the 80s. And then my friend had, the library had the computer. I think that was the first place in town that had internet, maybe. And then was friends with the banker family. They were, obviously wealthy, and they had one of the first internet access in their home. We'd go over there. We'd I don't know, play online games. I don't know. It was fun. It was exciting. Then you learn about what it could be. And if it's just going to be big booty Latina bots and Costco guys forever.
And angry Chinese bots arguing with you.
Yeah. That's sad.
It is sad. I think we'll save the more profound thoughts for another episode. I do want to dig into the dead internet theory. But yeah, you're like a year or two older than me. I remember no internet. Then we got AOL. I think I actually used the internet first at home.
Okay.
Because at school, computer classes were all about typing.
Yep.
All about how to use Microsoft Office suite.
How to be a secretary from the 1940s.
Yes.
But with an electronic typewriter. Yeah.
I honestly don't think we had... Oh, actually, I remember when I first had internet access in a school, and it was when I was in high school. The library had a internet lab. But even in middle school, in KCK, we were not allowed to get on the internet unless the teacher was like, go to this URL right here, and we're all going to open this test or this thing.
Yeah.
We were never allowed this free internet use time until I was in high school.
Yeah.
And then in college was the first time I experienced broadband and social media. And it did kind of go from a Wild West to everything is filtered through social media and the same handful of websites.
Yeah.
It's very depressing what's happening on the internet. And to know that those websites are overrun by, this makes a lot of sense though, Nick. If social media is pushing out the same handful of narratives and approved sources, and then that's being driven by fake. That's why you would drive them with fake users, is to limit the scope of the internet.
Yeah.
So they can feed you what they want to feed you.
Yeah. I can't remember that guy's name, but he calls it It was like from. I don't know. I don't remember when the guy was saying this. He calls it like we're informivores, like we consume information, and so it's like the type of information is essentially junk food. There's no nutrients in it. It's like a 0 calorie, but highly it's like salt, fat, and sugar. We just crave it, but it's going to kill us.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember doing research, and sometimes the teacher would let us use the internet if we went to like a library or if we had it at home. And I remember I was really big into high school debate. And even then, did you do debate in high school?
No.
Do you have friends that did it?
I don't think we had a debate team. We had forensics, and we'd do like plays and stuff.
You know how we got 90... I did forensics as well. I did the speaking events. You know how we got 99% of our information... This is in the 2000s. I went to high school in the 2000s. How we got 99% of our information for debates. They would sell books that college students had pieces. They're called evidence books. And college students would scour the internet because they had access to the internet. And they would publish these books and sell them to debate to schools, and it would just be like 1 to 4 sentence clippings with the source. The Economist, 1994.
Okay.
And then it would say like nuclear weapons are worse now than they've ever been. So we'd get them from books, and then the other place we would get almost all our info was from magazines. Every week we'd get a Newsweek, a USA Today, or USA. Yeah, Time. It was Newsweek. There was one called U.S. News and World Report and Time.
Yep.
And we'd get those weekly, and we would have to cut them. We'd cut them up into little paragraphs, and we'd paste them onto a piece of paper, and we'd write Time Magazine, March 3rd, 2003. And then sometimes we'd get the bright idea to use the internet.
But it was almost like the internet wasn't credible. In a way?
Yes, credibility was a big issue. But I guess, actually, oddly enough, here's my point. I remember when I was doing these projects, let's say I wanted to learn about Tiananmen Square. You would type that into Yahoo or Google, and there would be so many different types of websites. Like there'd be like history.com, there'd be like this random academic guy's page, maybe a page from like Berkeley EDU, maybe somebody's blog, before we had blogs. Yeah. There'd be some armyhistorynut.com,
yes.
chinadude.bro. Geo page. Now, pretty much, I feel like everything's filtered through like Wikipedia.
Right.
And when you read shit on other pages and you go looking where it comes from Wikipedia.
Right.
And it's like, you used to be able to get I was a big history buff when I was a kid. You used to be able to get like a lot of different ways of describing an event.
Yes.
From different sources and stuff. And now there's kind of like the narrative.
Yeah.
It's fucking scary.
It's become like myth.
Yeah.
It's yeah. Well,
you know who the real long arm monster is? The NSA. Coming after your children's brains. Okay, Nick, you did a fantastic job.
I went with potluck, I think.
I think this should just be the way I like it. All right, you got anything else to say?
No. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
We know you're ignoring your family watching this right now, and we love you for that.
Make your family subscribe.
Yep.
Thankful for you.
We love you.